You can see the intensity in him. He's anticipating a flush is coming out. He's doing a nice job. Intensity is a good thing. Wind's at our back. I'm guessing our pigeon's gonna try and fly out this way, but we'll see how it goes. I'm ready whenever. Yep. All right, guys, so we are here for another hatch update. From the last video that you saw, we've done just a couple sessions where I've actually taken him out and killed birds. He's getting to the point where in just a few sessions there, he's moved to pretty much completely handling verbally, and or in this last session, I got to see him stop himself. He made a little hop and stopped, and then kind of looked at me like, oh crap, I know I screwed that up. But that shows an understanding. Things are rolling through his head and he's saying, I know I'm supposed to stand steady now. So what we're going to do, as we talk about a lot of times, we need to advance through our training program as quickly as is possible while still showing an understanding. And him stopping himself gave me that. Now we're gonna introduce another dog here. We've got Muddy. Muddy is a master hunter. She's steady to wing, shot, and fall. For the most part, she may make a mistake or two, but ultimately we have two dogs that are going to potentially handle. You know, dogs are dogs, they're gonna do what they do today, but I wouldn't wanna put him out here with a puppy. We're putting him out here with a dog that has the potential to stand steady, wing, shot, and fall and be easy to handle and incorporate into this session. Now, running two dogs, it's gonna change a little bit. This is the dog that's truly getting trained at this point. She's just out here to be a bracemate. So asking Jess, who is helping handle, to use the collar to handle her as opposed to verbal. You hear me talk about incorporating that verbal and he needs to understand that. Well, Muddy's already been there, done that. She's just helping. So I want Jess to be using the collar, not verbal, so that the verbal doesn't potentially affect him in any of his training. Now, we're gonna head out. We've got our 3 birds set up. He may get opportunities to back. He may get opportunities to find his birds. We will handle everything as we go. Follow along. Whoa, good. Go ahead and send, you buddy. You see how pumped up he is? That's a good thing. Go ahead and send her first. Whoa. Okay. Now, he's still wearing that belly collar, and this is something I want to touch on. Look at what this bracemate is doing for us. Hatch is out bebopping. He's out hunting. He's not doing his kind of more cautious, creepy stuff anymore. But I have a belly collar on him still. The belly collar is there, but it is no longer being used. We're primarily handling him just with the collar on his neck, which means we are close to making that transition to getting rid of the belly collar altogether, but leaving it on there doesn't hurt. It's just helping us to condition better responses for a longer period of time. Where's our first one at, Jess?
We have to get past the washout.
Okay, so we've got the wind at our back, which is out of the south-ish here. We're walking down. We're gonna have to end up kind of looping past where this first bird is in order for them to be able to find it. Hatch, where are you, buddy? Come on. He's getting birdie. Probably means he's doing a little bit of tracking of what's been here before. Is it in there, Jess, or no, further? All right. Hatch, let's go, bud. There's the washout. Be careful coming down through here, Kat. All right, Muddy's got it. And Hatch is now backing. So what we're gonna end up doing is splitting off. So Jess is gonna come up, she's gonna work and handle Muddy. I'm gonna come in here close, but not right on top of Hatch to handle him. This will be his first time standing steady in a backing situation. So we'll see how this works out for him. I've got my collar in hand, Finger on the button, ready to help handle him if we need it. Pop this gun up just in case. I'm going to give Hatch a little reminder. He's doing really well right now, but this is going to be difficult. She's going to run right past him. So far, it required nothing. He stood all of that on his own. We're ready to handle, but we're not handling unless he makes a mistake. It's going to be a little bit tougher mark for her, but she's a good dog. She may need just a little bit of help on this one. It dropped on the other side of the road, and that road ends up making, more of a physical barrier. And that's where she's getting hung up right now. She hits that road and she kind of works the road and doesn't work past the road. Go ahead and swing over here and point out what Jess is doing. She's working in the direction of the bird, but staying on the downwind side of it and staying a fair amount downwind of it, so that that dog's going to have the opportunity, in this case Muddy, to get on the downwind side, hopefully be able to work up there, find that bird. Helping. That's what we're here to do, folks. Hatch is doing a nice job being patient. Hey, Jess. I think we're up this way more. All of this is good. This kind of stuff is going to happen in a session. It's going to happen in a test. It's going to happen in any time he's going to be expected to do this. His testing, there's going to be something that happens where he has to wait. And I mean, honestly, he has to stand here. This is part of the test. It's part of showing what he can do, and incorporating this earlier into his training, kind of makes it an easier thing for him to handle all the way around. Oh, I think she's got it now. She was so close. No. Where'd that bird go? Oh, there it is. She's got it now. It was just about 5-7 yards past that barrier of the road. And we got a retrieve to hand, which is awesome. Okay, so this is another thing that we incorporate here, especially at this stage, and you've seen me do it a lot. He's getting less happy-footed. He's understanding that he needs to stand still, but we're going to take him away. Heel, and he should be able to stay with us. I made a pivot through his body, which kind of pulls his focus from wanting to go check that out, and we're ready to send off and go to the next bird. Now, all of this being said, this bird dropped over here. He didn't get that retrieve. He's a bird dog. There's the potential he's going to want to go look for that. That would be considered a delayed chase. We have to be prepared for him to try that and prevent him from going that direction. So, heel. Whoa. We going up, down over here next? Good. Okay. Ah! Good. Let's go. Verbal correction said that's not the way to go. Ooh. We've got a point and a back here. We're gonna allow Jess to move around, get in position with her dog. Girl, Muddy. I want to point out something that we're doing here from a handling standpoint. I do not handle him with the collar. I haven't talked to him. I haven't said the whoa word to him specifically. We're all allowing him to stand there, do it on his own without handle unless he makes a mistake. We're gonna go ahead and move in. I'm gonna do a little bit of looking. This is something that starts having to happen when we get into those running birds. They're not always right where you think they are. You gotta look for them a little bit. Even though I know our launcher's right here, you can see the intensity in him. He's anticipating a flush is coming out. It's doing a nice job. Intensity is a good thing. Wind's at our back. I'm guessing our pigeon's gonna try and fly out this way, but we'll see how it goes. I'm ready whenever. Yep. I don't have a safe shot, so we're just fire in the air. We'll give that pigeon just a second. And it just sat down over there in the grass, so. Where's our next launcher at? Up back over this way. So it's gonna be a really, really good handle with that same delayed chase type of situation we just talked about. He watched that bird drop down out here. We're gonna send on this way and prevent him and Muddy both from going for that bird. That bird's done. We can't go to that one anymore. We're gonna work back up here to our left, back into the wind a little bit, and see if we can find number 3. Heel. Good. Now, the last thing I want to touch on is his movement in that situation. All right, he was pointing this bird. He made a 180-degree pivot. Well, that bird went 180 degrees for him. The only way that he's going to see and intelligently mark where that bird went down is if he has a little bit of movement there. What we're looking for is forward progress. And obviously I had my eye off him for a second, but I don't believe he moved forward toward the bird. He just swapped in so that he could see what was happening. And all of that is acceptable. It is going to be a little bit of a gray area where the dog may think that that movement keeps them moving, but in this situation, he kind of needed that in order to be able to see. If he was still focused, staring this direction, he wouldn't have seen it if I'd hit that bird that was basically straight behind him. So, whoa, good. Okay, here he goes, headed for that bird. Hatch! We're gonna turn him, help him to handle with us and stay with us. You don't get that one again, that one's done. This is all from a testing standpoint, guys. In those advanced tests, the dogs have to show an extreme handleability and cooperation and trainability. But you can see how well he's handling this today, guys. He's doing a really nice job. We've made a ton of progress. But also how much, this is his first time in the field with a bracemate hunting steady. Obviously, we didn't make this any more difficult than it needed to be. We have a steady bracemate for him to run with. A puppy would have been very hard, but the sooner we can get to the end goal and start prepping that and preparing that for him, the better off he's gonna be in the long run. Muddy should hit this one. Good. Girl. Ooh, baby. She looks like she's a little ways off it yet, maybe. All right, back and coming in right here. Boom. Nice job, buddy. Did you see that? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Same thing here, I'm gonna work in. Kind of standing in a position where my presence is known, but I'm not blocking his view or preventing him from seeing what's going on. Transmitter in hand, ready on the button. Whoa, whoa! He saw that bird go down, it was too exciting. Whoa. I got him stopped with his neck collar. A little bit of physical handling. Just grab that collar, picked him up, set him. It's not necessarily important that he goes right back where he was, but back, just a little bit of handling that says, hey, you need to stand still. Go ahead. And then Muddy gets to go make a retrieve. Nice shot, Jess. There it is, Mud. Good girl.
Muddy. Hey.
Okay. That would be her normal handler, so that's not that abnormal. Good. Good job. Heel. All right, so that's gonna be the end of this session. You got to see some really good things. He's starting to really put stuff together, and the key being handleable. If he wasn't handling, he completely blew out, took that out, or tried to go with her, and I couldn't get him handled, we'd say we were definitely not ready for this step. But because we were able to handle him and work through this, we are 100% ready for this, which is running with a brace. And as steady as he's getting now, I would guess that our next session, we're gonna move right into running birds, and then we'll be able to evaluate and see if he's ready for that as well. Guys, I wanna say thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping up with Hatch. This is Hatch, Muddy, Jess, and I'm the guy with the pink gun, and we will see you in the next video.